is a big story. But this woman that I have today, she's wonderful, she's amazing, and believe me, the story that she's gonna tell us today really, really is gonna inspire. Good morning, Elena. Thank you for having me here. How are you?
Oh, I'm so good. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining me in a little slice of my life.
Everybody wants to know how she can do everything. Be a mom, be a wife, and especially be married for one of the most, I would say, controversial but more popular, successful men. How do you do everything?
Well, my day starts every morning at 5 a.m. I wake up, Monday through Friday, that is. I wake up at 5 a.m. and then I come train here at the gym. It's really important to me, not only for self-defense, but it's good for me mentally and physically to be strong enough and quick-witted enough, alert enough to deal with every facet of my life. The more that I expand and we grow as a couple and we're going global and reaching the world, the stronger I have to be and become, and more energy I have to have, and it requires to get everything done. The other side is I also outsource as much as I can, and that took a lot of practice to be able to relinquish control to someone else. I wanted to do everything myself, and I just didn't trust anyone could do the job as good as me, etc. But I realized that was a failing formula, and the more that I allowed people to come in and to help me, it actually exponentially helped me grow my empire. So I have to have people. People are included in the empire building process.
So, why boxing?
Well, it was interesting. I'm an avid shooter, a competition shooter. I like guns. It's been in my blood since I was a child. So one day I showed up at a tactical shooting course, and a portion of that course was about fighting. I had never thrown a punch before. I'd never been in a fight before, other than when I was a child, 8, 9 years old, when you just fight the neighborhood kids. But I don't really count that. I'd never been in an adult fight. And it was a very easy, light portion of the class, except for I realized how defenseless I actually was. Any weakness in my life that I find, I immediately try to handle. Even if I don't turn it into a strength, I try to at least get it out of the danger zone, which is that weakness zone. I owe it to myself and to my family to be safe and to be able to protect my family, at least stand a chance of getting away. So since I've been here, I've just learned different techniques and other tools to at least give myself a fighting chance.
I read in your book that you want to be a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. You think you're gonna do it soon? And why is for women so important to know these techniques, this workout, self-defense?
Well, I do want to be a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but the reality is I already know I'm probably not going to commit the time and energy to make that happen. I have too many other goals that are succeed in priority to that. However, I am just now starting to learn the basics and fundamentals. Bad things happen to good people all the time. I hate to break it to people. Unfortunately, I know personally too many women that have been attacked. So it's just good to have, in case that situation, God forbid, ever were to happen to you, you can at least maybe stand a chance in defending yourself. It's also training in life. It's what I can bring to life. I don't want to be a one dynamic person. I don't want to only react to one situation in one way because that's all I know. I want to have options. I want to be able to come at someone with a smile, with glamour, with an attack if I need to. I want to have every option available to me. And I find that the martial arts world gives me that, where you have to think and plan and discipline when to and not to do something and how to entrap. I mean, it's all very similar to the entrepreneurial world that doesn't involve fighting, but yet does involve fighting. Entrepreneurial world, I believe, is a little bit more savage than the guys in the octagon at the MAA. Because at least you have a referee in there, you can tap out, they'll respect you, they'll let go. In my experience in the entrepreneurial world is you could be choking out, you could be dying, and they're still gonna come with a hammer fist to your face.
I wanna ask you something, because I see you all the time with your girls on the internet. You're a mom, a great mom, and even you that know how to do everything, you forgot the bathing suits for the girls' birthday party. Or were you just telling me that you don't have the time to do your nails?
My nails are a wreck right now. It's embarrassing. I said, whatever you do, don't film the nails. But here's my life. And this is the reality of my life. My life is not perfect. I don't have perfect nails. I will get it done in time, but that's me. I'm not perfect. I do the best I can. I didn't read the invitation. Of course, I just read the address. I'm constantly feeling like a failure at certain things and trying to play catch up and trying to like survive the drowning waters. But I realize everybody is. We're just trying to do the best that we can. And next time, maybe I'll read the birthday invitation. Maybe. There are no guarantees on that.
I want to ask you a very personal question. In our lives, I feel like we are the opposite. I'm married to an amazing man, which is behind to all my operations. Without him, I can't be famous. In your life, you are behind to a man. I read it into your book where you say, and decide that I'm gonna help you and we're gonna build an empire together, but I'm gonna step out a little bit and I'm gonna let you do it. Trying first, get to what we wanna do, and then I'm gonna come in. Why now?
Well, now I can step and do my own thing because I have this ball up and running. I know how to do this now. It took several years for me to figure out how to run the behind the scenes operations. My children are now 7 and 9 years old. They don't need my attentiveness quite so much. So now I feel like since I have this up and running, I really have an opportunity right now in my life to allow other people open the curtains and say, here's what I did, here are the mistakes I made, the things that I did right. You can either look at my life and help you fast track your relationship or your empire by listening to what I did. That's why now, because now I have this opportunity, especially to let women know this is what the woman behind the scenes look like. When I was trying to do that 10 years ago, there was no woman I could look to say, well, what did she do? How did they amass this empire? What does that look like? What does support look like? How is my role? How do I figure this thing out? There was no one. So now that I have this certain statistic in the area, by no means am I an expert or perfect, but I do have a statistic in the area that is completely legitimate, that you can look at and say, you know what, I can look at her and at least learn from her mistakes at the very least, and I'm willing to do that if it's gonna help somebody else.
You have this amazing book.
Thank you.
Called Empire. Tell me about this book, and it's coming in Spanish?
I want it to come in Spanish. I am putting my feelers out on who can translate it.
I have a lady.
Okay, give me her number. I definitely want to translate it into Spanish.
I want you to tell me, what is Empire mean? Because I read that and I was like, wow, yes, this is what everybody needs to hear.
An empire it's a term that I use in order to get people to think so much bigger than that they're thinking today and right now. An empire is huge, and it requires people and a team. It also fortifies who you are in your relationship. There is nothing normal about having an empire, wanting an empire, going for an empire. An empire is the only thing strong enough, durable enough to sustain all the hits that you are going to face in life, one way or another. Not only will it survive, it will use every hit and turn it around and use it as an asset to become bigger, stronger, more powerful. And that goes with your relationships as well as your business and the people you surround yourself with.
So where can we find this book? I couldn't let it go. It's incredible. And you know what? She wrote book herself.
Yeah, I did.
She's an amazing writer.
Thank you.
So where can we find this book?
Okay, this book is for free. You just pay shipping. If you go to elenacardone.com/empire, the book is yours. Enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts and your feedback. I'd love to hear from you all.
I'm going to put the link here in this video. I'm going to put it down there in the comment section. So get this book because it's amazing. Thank you so much. So now we're going to go boxing.
Yes, we are.
We're going to go do jiu-jitsu.
Yep. Let's do it.
Let's go. Vámonos.
Woo! Woo!